Well, hello there, and in this video we are doing the 7th leg of the GeoFrauds, and I am currently 7th, so I've dropped down a bit, but I'm still in the top 8 race, so as long as I do pretty good this week, I should be fine, but I'm a bit nervous for this one. If you enjoy this video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe, because we're close to 400 subs, and yeah, let's see how this goes, and pray. Okay. So straight off the bat, this is somewhere in like Africa. The question is whether it is Nigeria or Kenya. Tricky. I'm feeling more Nigeria here towards Abuja. But I'm not really that sure, to be honest. Could be just Lagos. My gut says Abuja for some reason, so I'm going to stick with my gut. But it could easily be a Kenya. I mean, I could be wrong. Who knows? Let's find out. Nice, so it was Abuja. That's a pretty good start. Thank God for that. And yeah, so far, so good. Okay, round 2. Oh, okay. So we've got these Mediterranean-like vegetation in the distance. We've got these brick walls, or stone walls, sorry. This is very common for Sicily and Malta. But based on the buildings, this feels a lot more Malta than over Sicily. And other than that, it's just the architecture. I don't really see anything else I can explain here. I always go near the airport because it tends to be randomly near the airport, but let's just send it. Yep, pretty solid. So far so good. Okay, round 3. We've got these wooden fence posts, which feels very Argentine and stroke Uruguay. It doesn't feel like New Zealand, so career like New Zealand. I want to hedge Uruguay here. Feels very flat. The road seems to be going west to east. So let's find out west to east road. Guess I'll go here. Other than that, let's find out. Nice, it was actually a pretty good plonk. 4.7k, so I'm doing pretty well on this so far. Let's hope it continues. Okay, what is this? We've got those hills in the distance that makes me feel South Africa. But it's very green. What could this be? Sweden? Norway? Well, I don't really know. Iceland? Iceland could be a shout, actually. It's very green. It's very grassy for Iceland, but it makes some sort of sense for those mountains. It feels too cool to be South Africa. I don't like this. I don't like this round. This round I might mess up on. But it has that cool feel. Please. It was Iceland. Thank goodness for that. So this is a very good score. Round number 5. Okay. These flowers feel French, but generally Baltics. Now that could be a Baltic pole in the distance. It could be just Estonia. It's definitely European. If we're going to go Estonia, I'll go here. Unless it's a strange France, which it could be. That's my only worry, it's France. But that pole's making me go Estonia for some reason. Let's just send it. And it was! And what a guess! What a... This is... What's just happened? This is mental. Holy shit. I've just 24.4k Skewed World. Oh my god. I'm shocked. That's probably my best game ever on Skewed World. Ever. Anyhow, still some really good players left to play, so I'm gonna finish high this week, that's for sure. I can still see him doing very well. Like a Gorch or a Phineas, and Salvador still yet to play, so but oh, I'm shocked. I'm shocked at how well that went. I wasn't expecting that. And that Estonia guess was mental. So I'm very happy with that. And yeah, let's see what the Division 2 POV is, and obviously say hello to future me. Yeah, of course. Well, hello there. Future me here, and it is now the end of the GeoFrauds leg, and I actually finished first, unsurprisingly, with 24.4k, which is definitely my best score for quite a while at NMPZ, and as well as that, I definitely smashed my Skewed World PB. And then we had Salvador and Phineas, who also got 24k, so well done to you guys. You weren't too far off me either. You don't normally get free 24ks, but yeah, well done, guys. So it's me, Salvador, Phineas, Gorch, Amon, Mackin, DJ, Ning, Q, and Brad in the top 10. So well done, guys. And this is followed by Blue, Jess, Dusk, Stefan, Seb, Cress, Guri, and Trickter. And if we can take a look at certain rounds, I think most people were able to get Nigeria and Abuja, but we had quite a few split in Senegal, which made sense. It was just the house rules weren't really right for Senegal, in my opinion. And then Ghana's not a bad shout, and Kenya was one of the places I was considering too. The Iceland round, I feel that was the most split round, I feel, because we had a couple in New Zealand, which again is understandable, the cool environment. But we had a couple in the British Isles, and we had Tricked in is it the Canaries? No, it's the Azores. But Tricked had a bit of a rough week, unfortunately. And then the Uruguay round, most people got a couple in Argentina, then one on the wrong continent, and then one in Colombia, which is fair enough. On the Baltics, I feel like most people were fine. Most people either got it was either Poland, Baltics, or Russia, with the exception of Trickter going UK, which is fair enough as well. But the poll was pretty distinctive in my opinion. But yeah, let's have a look at how that's had an influence on the rankings. So Gorch is now in the lead, still, of course, and he is currently 14 points clear. So if Gorch gets 4 more points, I believe, he is guaranteed to win the league, which should be very likely based on his form. And then we had Phineas, Amon, Mackham, Salvador, myself, Brad, and Ning in the top 8. I am definitely going to be in the Focal Blitz Cup next season, which will involve the top 8. And so would everybody else above me will. So really, it is Brad, Ning, Trickter, Q, Blue, and DJ. And if a freakish event happens, Dustin still has a mathematical chance. But I would really say Brad and Ning are quite strong favourites really to get that. But if Trickter has a strong week, or Q or Blue, DJ, then you never know, especially if Ning or Ning drops off, for example, and I think it will require a miracle for Brad to not make it. Unfortunately, it is no longer mathematical that Guri and Stefan could avoid automatic relegation, so they'll be relegated to Div 2 next season. However, Krez, Jess and Seb are still in that relegation battle. Of course, Seb seems to be fairly clear. 10 points is a big gap for Krez, so Krez has to have a good week. And also Krez has to gain 8 points, so it's really down to Krez having a good week. And if that, then Jess and Seb need to have a poor week as well. But yeah, it's interesting. Of course, you've got the relegation playoffs, which Krez, Jess and Seb, that's the best they can do. And of course, currently you've also got Dustin and DJ there. I mean, we can look at Div 2 now and see how everyone's done. So based on Div 2, I mean, I'll hide mine. But as you can tell, John has won this week, so well done, John. I think that's his first week win, I believe. So well done, John, for getting the win. And then Cookie in second, Shax in third, Fontez fourth, Halls fifth, Aardvark 6th, Top Guy 7th, Arizard, Hamfrags, and Am in the top 10. Then of course we had Millie, Jasp, Traffic Park, Anku, Elliot, and Stephen. And as you can tell, it's quite mixed. I feel like the Canada round, most people got it was either US or Canada, so that's good to see. And a couple people managed to actually get the correct province, so well done, you guys. And we can move to Europe, which I believe was the Spain round, and as you can tell, it's very mixed. I think only John and Cookie managed to get Spain. And then did we have another round? I'm trying to work out. Japan caused a lot of problems. Only 4 people got Japan, which is pretty notable. And I think the locam wasn't as obvious, so that explains why lots of people went Europe. So that was a big bait. And some people even went Australia as well, so that really was a nightmare for a lot of people. A fair few amount of people managed to get Ecuador, so that's good to see. But we had one in Colombia, which is fair, and then we had a few in Brazil and Argentina, and a few confused it with. No, actually, is that even the right? Yeah. So some people who are in Ecuador here are actually guessing Ecuador on the Lesotho round. So that probably explains why it looks weird. But a lot of people managed to get Lesotho. Still people going Eswatini, which is interesting. But since most people managed to get it, was South Africa or Southern Africa, I should say. And other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So we'll check the leaderboard and see how it looks. Okay, so Cookie is now still in the lead, and he is 7 points clear, followed by Fontes, Shax, who are in the automatic place at the moment. However, Pop Guy is only 4 points behind Shax, and is still in reach of Fontes if Fontes is an off week. And I think it's pretty straightforward that Cookie should get promoted now, although it is technically possible for Cookie to finish dead last and Pop Guy to win, and then it'd be a tiebreaker. But I think Cookie should be up now, and then you've got Fontes, Shax, and Pop Guy fighting for. Well, Fontes could still win the league, and there's still a chance that Shax could as well, but much less likely. But those 3 guys from 2nd to 4th will be batting out to get that automatic promotion for sure. I mean, holes, you can technically catch the automatic promotion places with 70 points. It's a bit tricky, so you can only catch Shax at best. I feel like the highest you can get is 86, and the highest Shax can get is 85. Holes still has a chance, but it's a very small chance of getting automatically promoted. But then we have Hamfrags and Jasp who finished the playoff places. So currently Aardvark is just missing out, but is tied with Jasp. So whoever finishes higher, that could mean a massive difference in who's getting through to the playoffs. And of course, Anne and John aren't too far behind. I think 6 points is not too much of a gap. And I feel like Arizai is much less likely. And then pretty much everybody else below there is going to be in like the qualifiers for Div 2 / Div 3 next season, because there's going to be a Division 3 next season. And unfortunately, Stephen is no longer able to score enough to stay in the division. So we've got one confirmed relegation in Division 1 and Division 2, but everything else seems pretty open, and it should be good to see what happens in the final week. Hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out my review on my 2nd channel. I'll try and explain the Skewed World rounds, for example. And yeah, have a good day all, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, of course.